Yo, what's up, everybody? Long time no see. My name is Sam Pierce, alongside my brother, Daniel Mason, and we are back, baby.
Yeah! Prestige worldwide, wide.
This is the return of the Sam and Mason Show on YouTube. We're excited. I know you are too. So without further ado, let's get started from Saginaw, Michigan. Anyway, what's up, everybody? We haven't been on YouTube in a while. Very busy lives we live, and we're back full throttle. Charlie's Angels 2 here tonight. And we're going to start by giving our overall thoughts on the recent WWE product because we haven't really been talking about it lately. So, as you know,
We haven't been talking about anything lately.
nothing. Just the lack of videos, and we just want to show that we want to do the right thing, and we want to get back into the YouTube community because we know there's so many of you out there who really appreciate our work.
So many.
Anyway, so we're doing the match from last night's Raw between Ryback and John Cena. It was a tables match. I thought it was a really entertaining match. Last night's Raw was actually pre-taped. Did you know that?
I did not know that.
Yeah, so last night's...
Wow!
My God. Last night's Raw was actually pre-taped due to the fact that WWE is in Australia right now. So last week, they taped 2 nights in a row of Raw and then 2 nights in a row of SmackDown. So it was a very big TV taping week for WWE last week. And so this episode of Raw seemed kind of like a filler episode. There wasn't too much out of the ordinary that happened. And nonetheless, though, John Cena and Ryback, one of my favorite feuds. No matter what other people say, I really did enjoy the recent Ryback-John Cena feud as it happened over Extreme Rules and Payback. And this was yet another addition into their long legacy and another impressive outing from the two. Anyway, so let's talk about how we're leading up to SummerSlam. You know, it's the biggest party of the summer, and we're invited.
Oh, wow. Really? That's awesome.
Said, or was that Great American Bash? I don't remember.
Well, I don't know. It doesn't. It's the Bash, though.
Yeah,
It doesn't exist anymore.
No more to the Bash, even.
Gotta
Just
be friendly to all the other countries. It's just the Bash.
Just-
Every country's welcome.
Yeah,
but it doesn't exist anymore.
not just Americans, because that would be very selfish.
Which they are.
Regardless, John Cena versus Daniel Bryan will headline SummerSlam this year. And obviously, Daniel Bryan, one of the most over superstars in all of the WWE. Him, Randy Orton, John Cena, I say are the top 3 that get the biggest reaction out of the crowd. CM Punk, probably a 4th. And I think this is going to be a great matchup. These two have never faced each other for the WWE Championship. And we saw signs of Daniel Bryan showing a little bit more attitude last night. Maybe a hint to a heel turn, or at least not such a friendly, happy character, which we've been seeing with Daniel Bryan as a part of the Team Hell No in recent months. And even after he broke up with Kane, he's still very jolly, walking down to the ring, playing with the crowd and stuff. I think this rivalry will get a little bit more personal before we head into the actual match in 3 weeks at SummerSlam.
I gotta say, I'm pretty surprised the chanting still lasted this long, like the yes and no stuff.
Me too. I thought it was one of those things. Even the fandangoing has died down, and that was huge that one night. I think that's why Daniel Bryan really deserves a run with the big belt in WWE. And I didn't used to be a Daniel Bryan guy, but I definitely have jumped ship now, and I am on the bandwagon.
I am not. Still not.
So you're
Not.
gonna hate.
Yes.
You are.
Not.
You're not.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, whatever your opinion is, you're definitely gonna hate this match then at SummerSlam because you don't like John Cena or Daniel Bryan.
Well,
But-
okay. Yeah, I don't know. I don't like the idea of 2 really happy faces fighting.
Which is
I
why
feel like it's going to be really generic. It'll be a good match, but I feel like it's going to be generic.
I think they're going to spruce things up a bit, no question. But you know what? If you don't like that match, you might like the Best versus the Beast. When CM Punk takes on Brock Lesnar. And that's going to be a very physical matchup. Former Paul Heyman guy and CM Punk taking current Paul Heyman guy in Brock Lesnar. And thank God we didn't get the rumored Rock Brock match because I'm just so happy that Rock is not a part of the WWE.
Me too.
As soon as he comes back, it's going to get super generic and boring again, and you know what? I'm going to switch it off.
TNA.
Yeah, obviously the TNA because I am a very big fan of ODB.
I know you are. You have all our T-shirts.
Yep, and all our action figures. You know, her action figures, it's like a bunch of different parts, and her boobs are a part of the collectible item. So very excited for that to be released. Yeah, and recent months have been great for WWE. Extreme Rules was, WrestleMania, good. Extreme Rules, good. It really picked up a Payback. Definitely the best pay-per-view of 2013 so far. The momentum continued into Money in the Bank, and while it wasn't as good of a pay-per-view as Payback was, Money in the Bank's still strong, and I think they're really carrying this wave of momentum with good wrestling matches heading into SummerSlam. I think they're going to keep going with that, and I think they're going to put out a lot of good shows in the upcoming months.
I feel like it's been a lot better this year as compared to last year. And not just last year, like the past years, but especially, what was that one year that was just awful, like 2008, 2009? Like those two, like some of the worst, like most generic, boring, plain storylines we've ever seen. And they've really just stepped the game up. They're just continuing going in the right direction here. I really like it.
You know what I think it is? I think it's because there's been so many turns this year. Guys are turning face to heel, heel to face. They're really switching up the roster. You're not getting the same characters or the same guys and the same roles anymore. They're really switching it up. For example, Dolph Ziggler turned face.
Yeah.
I never thought that would happen, at least not for a couple more years. Cody Rhodes is turning face right now as he's feuding with Damien Sandow. Ryback turned heel, which
They're actually pushing factions. Shields and Wyatt.
Yeah, they're also getting a lot of hype. It's a really interesting product. It's something we haven't seen from WWE in a long time, and I think while it's still the same core approach, it just goes to show you how much, when you develop characters and you put time into characters and time into their actions in the ring and stuff, it goes a long way into producing a great product that we enjoy as wrestling fans.
Although I must say, I do miss my main man Baptista, as Santino says. Baptista.
Yeah, you know what? There was rumors he was actually going to TNA, so if he does go to TNA,
well, hey, yeah, I'm definitely tuning in.
What the fuck's going on with TNA right now? Let's talk about that as this match continues here. A brutal tables match going on, but TNA is, I don't know what the hell's going on with them. They release half their roster. They're just a mess right now. They're losing money left and right. They're paying people late. They're releasing their roster to save money. And
really?
The Main Event Mafia is back for the 12th time to take on the
That's
Aces and
stupid.
Eights. And it's an incredibly stale product because what comes out of the Main Event Mafia finally defeating the Aces and Eights? You know who's on the top of your company again? Sting and Kurt Angle, the two guys who have been on the top of the company for the past 5 years. And this is the problem that TNA faces in being similar to WCW.
And this is when you pause the game.
I paused the game?
Yeah?
Really? I don't remember that.
I remember that.
What is it?
You paused the game because you were, like, talking about something about tables matches. I don't know, like, what table broke or something. You're like, wait, is that supposed to happen? And then you pause it.
Oh.
Don't you remember that?
No, I don't remember. I forgot we were doing a video, so that's why.
You paused the game and looked at me and said something, and
I
then...
don't remember that at all. I was just having so much fun in the moment. Don't remember that whatsoever. But yeah, TNA's in a dark time right now. ROH is coming to Toronto this Saturday for the All-Star Extravaganza. Really looking forward to that. ROH is also in a weird spot. WWE has finally started realizing that the indie is a place to go to get good talent.
We got front row seats to that.
Oh yeah, we're going front row, man. Front row or bust. That's what I say. That's what I always say. Yeah, well, that should be an entertaining show. Their roster's a little bit thin right now, but they're bringing in guys like Paul London and Brian Kendrick, a lot of outside indie guys to supplement their roster with their recent losses, like the Briscoes, for example. But, yeah, like I was saying, SummerSlam's coming up. We've only got 2 matches announced so far. This Friday on SmackDown, the #1 contender for Alberto Del Rio's World Heavyweight title will be announced when Rob Van Dam takes on Christian and I believe it's Randy Orton in a triple threat match. So that'll be interesting to see who faces Del Rio for the world title. Also seeing signs of Big E versus Dolph, or perhaps a mixed tag team bout with Dolph and Caitlyn versus Big E and AJ. We saw hints of that last night on Raw. Obviously going to see a Cody Rhodes Damien Sandow match, perhaps in a ladder match, and the winner has to grab the briefcase from the top once again, just a one-on-one bout. I'm not really sure where this leaves guys like Curtis Axel. We haven't seen too much of him in recent weeks. His Intercontinental title run is definitely dying down a bit. Especially, things like guys for Ryback after losing this tables match to John Cena on Raw. I'm not really sure. I mean, they still do have 3 weeks until SummerSlam, but we're not seeing much development for those said guys that I just mentioned.
Yeah, it's like honestly at this point, I don't really think you're going to see a lot of development. It'll just be something thrown together, most likely. And especially for Ryback, that's what I was thinking after he lost. I mean, not that I necessarily expected him to win because of SummerSlam coming up and Cena's obviously facing Bryan. But at the same time, like, what are you going to do with Ryback? So, anyways, that's our video for this week. We finally did one.
Yeah.
And thanks for watching. Maybe we'll be back next week. Maybe not.
For my broadcast partner, Daniel Mason, I'm Seb Pierce signing off. Until the next time we see you right back here inside the Octagon.
Ah!